The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as the holographic displays materialized above the central dais. 5 massive armadas hung in the void of space, their combined might representing the greatest military force ever assembled in known history. Each fleet bore the insignia of the most powerful civilizations in the galaxy: the crystalline ships of the Zephyrian Empire, the biomechanical constructs of the Hive Collective, the sleek vessels of the Astran Federation, the fortress ships of the Corvan Dominion, and the energy-wreathed craft of the Ethereal Conclave. Admiral Thexera of the Zephyrian Empire stood at the center of the chamber, her crystalline form refracting the ambient light into prismatic patterns. "The ultimatum has been delivered," she announced, her voice resonating through the chamber's translation matrix. "The humans have 72 standard hours to surrender their territories and submit to galactic authority." General Voss of the Corvan Dominion, his augmented form bristling with military implants, crossed his arms. "They are a young species, barely 3 centuries into space travel. Surely they understand the futility of resistance against our combined forces." The Hive Collective's representative, a writhing mass of interconnected organisms speaking as one, pulsed with bioluminescent patterns. "Our calculations indicate a 99.97% probability of immediate human capitulation. Their military capabilities are quaint." High Consul Lyrian of the Astran Federation smoothed her elegant robes, her telepathic abilities picking up the confident thoughts of her allies. "Perhaps we should consider their response more carefully. The humans have proven unpredictable in past encounters." The Ethereal Conclave speaker, a being of pure energy contained within a shimmering field, flickered with what might have been amusement. "Unpredictable, yes, but not miraculous. They face the combined might of 5 galactic superpowers." As if summoned by their words, a communication alert echoed through the chamber. The central display activated, showing a small human vessel approaching the neutral zone where the 5 armadas waited. It was unremarkable by galactic standards, a simple frigate-class ship, perhaps 200 meters in length, bearing the blue and white insignia of the United Earth Defense Force. "Incoming transmission," announced the AO, chamber's AI. The image that appeared was that of a middle-aged human male in a crisp military uniform. His hair was graying at the temples and his eyes held a calm intensity that seemed oddly out of place, given the overwhelming odds he faced. The nameplate on his uniform read, "Captain J. Martinez." "Greetings," Captain Martinez said, his voice steady. "I am Captain James Martinez of the UEDF vessel Defiance. I come as humanity's official response to your ultimatum." Admiral Thexara leaned forward. "Captain Martinez, I trust you bring word of your species' surrender. The terms we have offered are generous considering your position." Martinez's expression didn't change. "I'm afraid not, Admiral. Humanity's answer is no." A ripple of what could only be described as disbelief passed through the assembled representatives. General Voss was the first to speak. "Captain, you do understand that you face 5 armadas? Over 10,000 ships of the line, each capable of glassing planets?" "I understand perfectly, General," Martinez replied. "You sent 5 armadas to intimidate us into submission. We sent 1 ship to give you our answer." The Hive Collective's voice took on an edge of confusion. "This does not compute. Your tactical analysis must be flawed. You cannot hope to resist our combined military might." Martinez smiled, actually smiled in the face of certain annihilation. "You're right. We can't resist your combined military might. But here's something you might not understand about humans. We've never been particularly good at accepting what we can't do." High Consul Lyrian's telepathic senses picked up something that made her pause. There was no fear in the human's mind, no desperation. Instead, there was something far more dangerous. Absolute conviction. "Captain," she said carefully, "what exactly are you proposing?" "I'm not proposing anything," Martinez said. "I'm informing you. Humanity has developed something we call the Prometheus Protocol. It's a quantum entanglement device that links every human colony, every ship, every outpost across known space." The Ethereal Conclave's energy form pulsed with sudden interest. "Impossible. The energy requirements alone would require the complete conversion of matter to energy," Martinez finished. "Every human world, every human ship, every human life. We calculated that the total mass energy of human civilization, when properly focused, would create a quantum cascade effect." The chamber fell deathly silent as the implications sank in. You're talking about species suicide. Admiral Thexara whispered. We prefer to think of it as evolution, Martinez replied. The cascade effect wouldn't just destroy us, it would fundamentally alter the quantum substrate of this entire galactic region. Every star system within 1,000 light-years would become uninhabitable for millennia, including yours. General Voss's combat implants were analyzing threat assessments at superhuman speed. You're bluffing. No species would commit such an act. Martinez's smile widened. General, you clearly haven't read your histories. Humans have a saying, if you want to defeat us, you'd better kill us all. Because the one you leave alive will find a way to burn down everything you love. The Hive Collective's bioluminescent patterns shifted to alarmed configurations. This is madness. The destruction would be absolute. Yes, it would, Martinez agreed. But here's the beautiful part, you'd survive long enough to watch it happen. Long enough to realize that your overwhelming superiority meant nothing against a species willing to turn itself into a weapon. High Consul Lyrian's telepathic abilities were screaming warnings. The human wasn't lying, wasn't even uncertain. He believed every word he was saying, and more importantly, he was prepared to act on it. You have 72 hours to withdraw your armadas from human space, Martinez continued conversationally. After that, we activate the Prometheus Protocol. You can destroy us, certainly, but you'll be destroying yourselves in the process. The ethereal conclave spoke for all of them. This is unprecedented. No species has ever been human, Martinez interrupted. We didn't reach the stars because we were the strongest or the smartest. We reached them because we were too stubborn to stay down. And if you think we'll kneel before you just because you have bigger guns, well, he shrugged. You're welcome to test that theory. The transmission ended, leaving the 5 most powerful beings in the galaxy staring at an empty screen. Admiral Thexara was the first to break the silence. Analysis of human quantum manipulation capabilities suggests they could indeed achieve such an effect. General Voss's tactical systems were running nightmare scenarios. Mutual assured destruction on a galactic scale. The Hive Collective's organisms writhed in agitation. The cost-benefit analysis is unacceptable. Total annihilation probability, 94.3%. High Consul Lyrian closed her eyes, her telepathic abilities still reeling from contact with the human mind. They mean it. Every word. They would rather die, rather take us all with them than submit. The ethereal conclave's energy form dimmed significantly. Perhaps we have been hasty in our assessment of humanity. 71 hours later, 5 armadas began their withdrawal from human space. History would record it as the first time a single frigate had faced down the combined might of 5 galactic superpowers and won. But those who understood the deeper truth knew better. Humanity hadn't won through superior firepower or advanced technology. They had won by being willing to lose everything, by turning their very existence into a weapon that no sane species would dare to trigger. The galaxy learned a valuable lesson that day. Never corner something that has nothing left to lose, especially if that something is human.